Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steph Curry's first, and probably last, Olympic Games. During the USA Men's Olympic basketball training camp in Las Vegas in early July, Stephen Curry was asked why he picked this moment to finally make his debut at the Games. Back in 2012 and 2016, Curry reminded his inquisitor, the decision was made for him, he didn't make the cut for London, after his third season in the NBA, and he skipped Rio 4 years later due to injuries. Curry couldn't even remember why he sat out Tokyo. He's not alone in blocking out the COVID-19 days. Curry's public comments from 2021 suggest that he was content to relax with his family that summer, pass on the hassle of those isolated and unattended Olympics, and look ahead to the upcoming 2022 season. Perhaps not coincidentally, Curry and the Golden State Warriors won the NBA title that year, the team's fourth of the Curry era. "I'm feeling as healthy as I've ever been," Curry told a group of reporters in Vegas, wearing a black bucket hat you might otherwise expect to see on a fishing boat. Maybe the only positive of Golden State not making the playoffs this year, Curry had plenty of time to both rest and get ready for the Games. Then there's that none too small matter of age. "It's probably, realistically, my last opportunity to even have a chance to play," says Curry, 36. Sure, Curry takes good care of himself. And his Olympic teammate LeBron James is still going strong at 39. But if you're keen on experiencing the Olympics, you can't count on mimicking James' ageless play, and waiting for LA in 2028. "It all kind of aligned the right way," says Curry. "I hope it continues to align to a gold medal." Almost all of the all-time great men's basketball players have at least one of them, an Olympic gold medal. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant own a pair. Kevin Durant has 3. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson got theirs on the 1992 Dream Team. Old-time legends like Bill Russell, Oscar Robertson, and the late Jerry West stood atop the podium. Perhaps the top 3 U.S. players to never get a gold medal are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, and Curry. Curry's definitely the lone 21st-century American superduper star without one. He's earned every other accolade in basketball. 2-time NBA MVP. 4-time champion. NBA Finals MVP in 2022. And most important, the man who put a premium on three-point shooting, and single-handedly changed how basketball, America's most influential global sporting export, is played, from the NBA arenas on down to the dusty barns of CYO. This, says Warriors assistant coach and Curry confidant Bruce Fraser, referring to Curry's Olympic quest, is the final piece. And it's only fitting that he's joining forces with James in France. They battled for titles and alpha status over 4 straight finals series, from 2015 to 2018, with Curry's Warriors getting the better of James' Cavs in 3 of those matchups. Though one can argue Durant's defection from Oklahoma City to an already loaded Golden State team for the 2017 and 2018 championship runs didn't quite make it a fair fight. "We hated LeBron," says Fraser. "He hated us." But 6 years after their last finals battle, it's clearer than ever that both players benefited from those duels. James delivered on his ultimate promise, to bring Cleveland its first championship title, in any major pro sport, in 52 years. That accomplishment placed him on a pinnacle, forever. Curry, meanwhile, led a dynasty. At this point, the two players, born nearly 4 years apart at the same Akron, Ohio, hospital, can just enjoy their remaining matchups, and this precious time together as teammates. "You can feel that they have a really true connection," says Fraser. "So they're very similar in their approach. They work, they think, they strive for greatness." Golden State Warriors news: Klay Thompson did one special thing for Brandon Podziemski before leaving. Golden State Warriors fans might need to see Klay Thompson don a Dallas Mavericks jersey on the hardwood before they fully accept him formally being gone from the squad. The veteran shooting guard was an integral part of the 4 championships the Dubs won in their dynastic run in the 2010s as a three-point and defensive specialist. However, his decline over the past couple of years has turned him into a huge problem for the Warriors. The situation forced the Dubs to move on from the shooting guard, and seeing him move to the Dallas Mavericks is a weird time for everyone involved. While the Golden State front office found a replacement in Buddy Hield, it doesn't take away from the awkwardness of the entire thing. However, his departure doesn't equate to things being immediately strange between the two. One of the Warriors' young players shared an awesome interaction he shared with the Warriors legend. The Warriors are making strides in preparing for life after Stephen Curry, even if they're chasing rings with him. Brandon Podziemski is one of the squad's young players who showed plenty of potential last season. He revealed that the former Warrior reached out to him after multiple sources confirmed his departure from the squad. Per Basketball Forever's Phil Stead, getting a call from him, Thompson, a couple days ago, and him telling me I'll always have a brother in him for life is pretty cool, Podziemski said. It's nice for Podziemski to hear such words of support from a player of Clay's status. While he hasn't been his best recently, he averaged a solid 17.9 ppg, 3.3 rpg, and 2.3 APG on 43.2% FG and 38.7% 3FG for the Dubs last season. On the other hand, Podziemski had a great start to his Golden State Warriors career. The young guard out of Illinois and Santa Clara finished his rookie campaign with 9.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 3.7 assists in 74 games. The first meeting between the Warriors and the Mavericks will be interesting. However, it's good to know that the relationship between the Warriors' old and new guard are still cordial. Ex-NBA champion urges Warriors to trade for Brandon Ingram. Former NBA All-Star Brandon Ingram is disgruntled in New Orleans, per several insiders, and would prefer to play for another team starting with the 2024-25 season. Elsewhere, the Warriors could use a reliable 20 ppg+ scorer such as Ingram to pair with the aging duo of Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. The two parties would benefit from a union. That's the opinion of Kendrick Perkins. On the July 17 episode of NBA Today, the former NBA champion urged the Warriors to reach out to the Pelicans for a mutually beneficial transaction. I would like to see Brandon Ingram to the Warriors, because we know that the Pelicans are listening to offers, Perkins said. Go to the Golden State Warriors. I think Brandon Ingram alongside Draymond Green and Steph Curry not only would do wonders for him, but that would do wonders for the Golden State Warriors. Perkins believes Ingram, who averaged 20.8 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 5.7 assists in the 2023-24 season, would solve a lot of Golden State's issues on both sides of the ball. This is a young man that has proven that he can go out there and average 25 a night. He's a bucket getter. He plays the most important position, the wing, in the game. And putting him alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green would actually put the Warriors back in the thick of things in the Western Conference. Since Ingram is on an expiring contract, the Pelicans don't necessarily have a lot of leverage in trade talks. Furthermore, NBA insider Mark Stein reported that Ingram was seeking a $210 million max contract extension with the Pelicans, but the franchise wasn't willing to make such a financial commitment. The Pelicans have made it clear that they won't go to those lengths to re-sign him and, while various teams have explored Ingram trades since the offseason began in earnest, no other team willing to sign the 26-year-old at those numbers has yet emerged, Stein wrote on July 10. To Stein's point of no other team willing to offer Ingram the max extension, the Warriors could acquire the star forward without giving up much of a haul. Elsewhere, in their talks with the Jazz for Lauri Markkanen, it was reported that the Warriors were hesitant to part with Jonathan Kuminga or Brandon Podziemski, leading to their talks falling through. The Warriors could hypothetically land Ingram with a package of Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, and a few first-round picks, thereby retaining their prized core. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Brandon Ingram? Leave your opinion in the comments.